Kamala Harris is surging with swing state white working class voters, what Donald Trump considers his core group of supporters. And so you saw right there from May to August. So obviously with May, it was Joe Biden, who was supposed to be particularly good for a Democrat with white working class voters. He is, after all, Scranton Joe, and he's also white. I mean, so white I can see his bones through his skin. And yet Harris has consolidated a healthy chunk of that group, and she's barely begun her campaign.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
I'll also throw out, before you jump in, the Cook Political Report now has her leading in 6 of 7 swing states, which is, again, a big change from under Joe Biden. But what do you make of all this?
Par for the course. Remember when Newsweek darkened, I think, OJ's skin during the double murder trial, as if being accused of double murder wouldn't be scary enough. But just, I don't know why you couldn't just leave it at that. But that's what they're doing. The base isn't even responding enough like it used to. So we've got to continue to up the ante here. It's not going to work, but it's so painful that they keep trying. Painful for all of us, because I don't know how we're going to moonwalk back to a time of just normal bigotry, normal racism. That was more of a, I don't know, a little bit classier racism, a whisper, if you will. This is just, very, we don't wear shoes. The bottom of our feet are so dirty, the kind of racism. Can we get back to something slightly more sophisticated?
Yeah. I mean, both are gross, obviously, but I don't know. It's really emboldened. I mean, we said this is what Trump was doing. We said this the better part of a decade ago, and now we're neck deep in it. It's just everywhere. They don't hide it, They're not worried about it coming out. They literally just post it. They're happy to post it. And it's gross, but thankfully it doesn't seem to be helping them. That is, I guess, a silver lining on their racist cloud. By the way, if we could just briefly get way ahead of ourselves. If the polls that we showed you were to stay true, and they are unlikely to, then this would be the electoral college map, with the Democrats getting 297 votes, which is more than enough for them to cruise into the White House. And theoretically is getting into the range of maybe a couple Senate races that they otherwise would have lost, they'll instead win. Maybe that's enough, like purple district House races that they could potentially take back the House. Every bit of this is super consequential. Getting the White House, super consequential, obviously. We potentially have an opportunity to remake at least a portion of the Supreme Court. And the oldest ones are the worst ones, as seems to be, I don't know, I guess a threat of American politics recently. So imagine replacing Clarence Thomas, how great it would be. But to do that, probably also need the Senate. And to get some legislation passed, wouldn't hurt to have the House. And so winning is necessary. Winning big would be delicious. So let's move towards that. Anyway, with that said, we had a little bit of happy news there. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.